As today is the first session, I would like to focus more on the history of the lineage, which I think is very important because just doing the practice itself without knowing where it comes from, what's the culture and what's the tradition behind is a bit meaningless, so to say. I'll focus a bit more on where the tradition comes from and why is it that we consider it so precious and so special. Yeah. So actually, in ancient time, this Qigong is called Mohan Sen Gong, or another name is Southern Shaolin Neijing Yizhichan. So there's two names, but it's actually the same thing. So having a history dating back to around 400 years ago, so it actually originates from China in a state called Putian. So it's from the Southern Shaolin Temple monastery. Okay. So this practice has actually gone through the test of time and is also a very good pointer for us to judge whether a practice is authentic or is useful or not. Because if it's useless or let's say not so effective, it will not go through the test of time. But this practice itself has gone through the test of time over centuries. So which means that there must be some value behind it. Okay. So today, actually, we are very fortunate to witness, to practice and experience this Qigong only due to one person. And this person, his name is Great Grandmaster Qian A Shui. He's actually from China. He's actually the 18th generation lineage holder or the successor of this practice. Master Qian A Shui was born in the year of 1919. Then, due to the poor financial condition of his family, at the age of 7 years old, he was sent to a Buddhist monastery in Shanghai. So during that time, he met three generations of lineage holders of this practice, which is the 15th generation, which is Great Grandmaster Tu Yan Piao, the 16th generation Great Grandmaster Tu Chen Piao, and also the 17th generation lineage holder, Great Grandmaster Tu Sun Piao. So the three of them actually passed the knowledge of the Qigong to Great Grandmaster Qian A Shui. So by that, he is the 18th lineage holder of the tradition. So in traditional martial arts and culture, actually, this practice is considered very special, precious, and also highly secretive. It's actually considered under the category of Mi bu Wai Chuan. Mi bu Wai Chuan, to direct translation, is actually it's secret, it's restricted, and not open to public. That's the preciousness of this lineage, of this tradition. Okay. So at the age of 25, due to him being the only son left in the family, so he was forced to disrobe and leave the monastery to form a family in Suzhou, China. After the People's Republic of China was formed and established, he actually just lived a humble life, being a public cleaner during that time when he was around 20-something. Then after that, after the Chinese Cultural Revolution was over, from then onwards, he came out to start to teach and receive apprentices. So actually, Master Qian A Shui has around 30 over close students from China during that time. So in the year of 1978, actually the Chinese government did cooperate with Master Qian A Shui to do some research on the emission of qi. Because this tradition, the special source in this tradition is that once you master the practice, you can emit qi to do healing for others and also ourselves, of course. So knowing that, the Chinese government actually cooperated with him and did some research. And in the year of 1980, they actually officially published this Qigong in the Chinese encyclopedia with scientific backups, which is a very important timeline for Qigong because China being China, accepting Qigong is actually a very big thing for them. As I mentioned just now, Master Qian A Shui, he actually has around 30 over students. A few of the students actually later became famous Qigong masters over the world. I'll give some examples. The first one is Mr. Wang Ruiting. Actually, Mr. Wang Ruiting also, he teaches the Shaolin Neijing Yizhichan, but he actually incorporates some of the martial art exercise inside the Qigong also. So then the next one is Master Lin Hosen. He's actually the founder of Taiji Qigong 18 which is very famous in America. Then the other one is Master Huang Renzhong, who is the founder of Hongjing Qigong. Then the last one is Jiang Lizhong, who is the founder of Souyin Yizhichan, Mudra Yizhichan. So these are a few very famous Qigong master who was actually also students of Great Grandmaster Qian Shui. It's just that they incorporate some additional practices into the original teaching of the Yizhichan. So that's how these other Qigongs developed, but actually it came from one source. Okay. So other than these 30 over students, Great Grandmaster Qian Shui also have two sons. So their sons, the name of the son is Qian Sheng and also Qian Geng. So Master Qian Sheng resides in Suzhou, China, whereas Master Qian Geng resides in Shanghai. Okay, but until today, the only student that who has not changed or altered the original teachings and practice of this Yizhichan is actually Great Grandmaster Qian Sheng, who currently resides in Suzhou. So, and he is also the eldest son of Master Qian Shui, and he's the official 19th generation lineage holder of this practice. So actually, knowing this, the preciousness of this lineage, our Master Liao, in the year of 2017, he actually went, put down his business and everything, and then he went to China to meet this great Grandmaster Qian Sheng, and then learn from him, and then become his official apprentice. Going forward, because just now we introduced Grandmaster Qian Sheng, so actually Grandmaster Qian Sheng has around 100 close students under his tutorage. So out of these students actually, whom he recognized and give permission to teach and share the original teachings of this Yizhichan, one being his daughter, Che Li Ping, and Malaysia, which is our Master Liao. Okay, then since coming back from China, Master Liao has worked with some of the committee members to set up this organization. So today we'd like to show our gratitude and thank all the committee members in their effort in setting up this organization. So the reason why I go through all this history is because in Chinese culture, there's a saying called 饮水思源. Translation is that we shouldn't forget where our roots come from. We shouldn't forget where the source of the teachings come from. In that way, when we practice the teachings, it's more meaningful. Okay.